joining me, your sports pilot James Gloria, on another exciting episode of Sport Vibe on DNT, where we'll bring you exciting and latest sport happenings across the world of sport every Tuesday, as is our tradition to do so. This week won't be an exception, so I would implore you to please stay tuned because we'll be right back shortly after this break. Welcome back. It's a beautiful Tuesday, and we know that the football world, talking about the club football, is wrapping up, but we are expectant of the World Cup 2026 as it will be beginning with a match between Mexico and South Africa on June 11. The World Cup 2026 will be beginning. It's going to be an exciting competition to look out for as footballers across the globe will be made to represent their country. But quickly, let's look at the club football as it's unveiled before the Club World Cup. You remember that Arsenal Football Club were optimistic of winning the UEFA Champions League, but it was a sad finish to their season as they were defeated by Paris Saint-Germain in the finals of the UEFA Champions League. A sad finish for Arsenal Football Club, but you can take nothing away from them as they were able to play good football in the finals of the competition to curtail Paris Saint-Germain, though everyone would say that particular style of play was not the best approach in the finals. But if you look at Arsenal Football Club and the way they have been pragmatic this season, they were hoping that they will be able to walk away after Kai Havertz was able to score an early goal for Arsenal Football Club. It was a decisive one for Paris Saint-Germain as we saw Kvaratskhelia being fouled in the penalty box, and we saw Dembélé, the current Ballon d'Or holder, scoring from the penalty spots to make sure that Paris Saint-Germain are back level in a match that was dragged to a penalty shootout where we saw Eberechi Eze and Gabriel losing their penalty for Arsenal Football Club, and this enabled Paris Saint-Germain to win their second UEFA Champions League title and were able to successfully defend the trophy. You remember that they won it last season, and this time around winning the UEFA Champions League again means it's the back-to-back time, and they are the second team to be able to do that after Real Madrid doing it in the year 2017-2018 season. An incredible outing for Paris Saint-Germain under Luis Enrique, who has been able to rotate his players, though before the finals there has been doubt if the likes of Hakimi will be able to participate, if the likes of the man that scored from the penalty shootout, Dembélé, will be able to participate in the finals. Though the game ended in favor of Paris Saint-Germain, we can't write Arsenal Football Club off as they are the current champion in the Premier League this time around. They were unable to win it, but they made it into the finals after 20 years being defeated by Barcelona in the finals. You remember the last time that Arsenal Football Club made it in the finals of the UEFA Champions League was in the year 2006, where they were defeated by Barcelona 2-1. It's a repeat of history, but this time around on a penalty shootout, Paris Saint-Germain winning that one for themselves. Arsenal Football Club needs to brace up and continue to pursue what they know how to do best. As things stands right now, they are one of the favorites of winning the Premier League next season. You also know that Pep Guardiola have decided to leave Manchester City and leave Premier League at large, and this will give room to Mikel Arteta to be able to build more on his team, probably getting more attackers that will be very able to break down defense line and play more attacking-minded football next season. Mikel Arteta is not just the bridesmaid right now. He is the bride in the Premier League being celebrated, and you know that Arsenal Football Club, though we're unable to win the UEFA Champions League, made their parade over the weekend to show their Premier League trophy in that they have won this season. An interesting one for Arsenal Football Club across the globe, but more devastating one is that they failed to win the UEFA Champions League, which they have never won in the history of the club. Is a step closer for Arsenal Football Club in winning the UEFA Champions League, and let's see how far they'll be able to go next season. Will Paris Saint-Germain also be able to win it for the third time in a row? You know that the only club that has been able to do that is Real Madrid. Paris Saint-Germain up to the task? Or do you think it's just by luck that they were able to defeat Arsenal Football Club in the finals of the UEFA Champions League? But quickly, let's go on a very short break, and when we're right back, we continue from where we stop. Welcome back and continuing from where we stopped. I said Mikel Arteta appears to be the favourite to winning the Premier League yet again next season. You would ask me why, as there has been so many changes in the aims of affairs in the Premier League right now. You know that Ancelotti has been sacked by Liverpool and they are looking to get the signature of Iraola. Will Iraola be able to pen down his contract with Liverpool and see them winning once again in the Premier League? You know that Xabi Alonso at some point was available and Liverpool failed to sign Xabi Alonso and decided to let him go to Chelsea Football Club. There has been so many new faces in the Premier League. We'll be seeing Xabi Alonso, we'll be seeing the likes of Frank Lampard, we'll be seeing Michael Carrick, we'll be seeing Iraola, and Arteta looking forward to next season with so many experiences that he has been able to gather over the season. Could be on the verge of winning the Premier League once again. You remember they were able to break the 22 years wait in the Premier League to win the Premier League title. What do you think Mikel Arteta in particular needs to change about his game? Because everyone has been criticizing him for not playing a very entertaining football, particularly in the finals where they only average below 30% ball possession, leaving Paris Saint-Germain to play most of the game and inviting pressure to themselves. Mikel Arteta, I think right now, needs to get more wingers that will be able to get drivers, defenders, and be able to get results for Arsenal Football Club. This is not just about Arsenal Football Club, it's about the Premier League as a whole, as Arsenal failed to win the UEFA Champions League. You remember that the Conference League was won by Crystal Palace, making them to qualify for the Europa League next season. And also, you know that now that Aston Villa has won the Europa League, it is only Arsenal Football Club from the English side that was able to lose out of European trophy this season, and it's a sad one for the Premier League as it appears. But another interesting one for the Premier League next season is that 5 teams will be representing the Premier League next season. Arsenal Football Club, of course, after finishing at the first position in the Premier League, will be playing in the UEFA Champions League. We'll be seeing Manchester City, we'll be seeing Manchester United, we'll be seeing Aston Villa, Liverpool playing in the UEFA Champions League, and this could be another time for them to go all out and make it to the finals and win the UEFA Champions League this time around. There has been arguments going across the globe on which league is the best league in the world right now. Some would say it's the Premier League, some would say it's the Spanish La Liga, but if you look at it deeply from the result that has been gotten from the English sides this season, I think the English sides are the best team in the world of football right now. I'm talking about Spanish La Liga. You know, Jose Mourinho is back with the Spanish side, Real Madrid, and he has signed his contract till the year 2029. Will he be able to bring Real Madrid back to their glory days? You know, there has been so many splits in their dressing room, talking about Real Madrid and talking about the likes of Kylian Mbappe, the likes of Vinicius Jr. Will there be another piece in the dressing room that will also show the result on the pitch to help Jose Mourinho, the special one, get a trophy in Real Madrid? And this is the length at which we'll be going on this week's episode of Sport Vibe on TNT Work. For more news and sports stories, follow us across our various social media handles at Sport Vibe on TNT Work. Enjoy your week. Remain a law-abiding citizen. Thank you.